Hey guys, it's Marissa, kitchentablestamper.com. I've got the cutest little treat box for you today. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to see it. This one is for Kathy Pilata. She's the one that asked me to figure this out for her. She had shared with me a video from a sister demonstrator in Germany. And the video was in German, and the project sheet was in German, and all the measurements were in centimeters. And Kathy challenged me to make this little peekaboo box for her based on the German demonstrators video. And let me tell you, it was a fun challenge. And I got it. Are you guys ready to see? Okay, so this is what we're making today. Say hello when you get in here. Hope everybody's doing well. Are you ready? So you pull the tab. And look at that. Isn't that just so much fun? All right, so that's what we're making today. Ha ha! It just thrills me. Oh, goodness. All right, so that's our project. And let me just do a quick little housekeeping reminder. This is our current host code. If you're shopping and you buzz over to Marisa Alvarez at stampinup.net or use the shopping link, order $50 or more. I'm extending the free online class offer through the entire month. So this month, it was only good until the 15th, but given what's going on, it's a little way for me to give back some inspiration as a thank you for your order through the end of the month. If you use the host code and you order $50, you'll receive the birthday treats class. 5 birthday projects. You get the videos, the PDFs, the photos, the instructions, all for free with a $50 purchase. We'll do this entire month. It was only through the 15th, but I'll update all that information on the blog. So you can get the online class for free with your purchase all the way through the end of the month. You can still get the kit for this class. All the information is at kitchentablestamper.com/online classroom. These are Palmer peanut butter eggs, and I picked these up at my Dollar Tree. Super simple. I'm sure you can do any kind of flat chocolate candy. A little box of cute little peekaboo. All right, so I'm going to pull that out of here, and let me show you some supplies that you're going to need. We're going to start with the base of our box. We've got a piece of So Saffron cardstock here. This is 7 3/8 by 2.5. And then the other mechanical pieces of this box are, we need 4 pieces of cardstock. I did Whisper White for this one, that are 1 5/8 by 2.5, and you need 4 pieces. All right, so that's the mechanism of our box here. So let's start with that. We're going to take our So Saffron cardstock and put it in our Simply Score tool. And we're going to do it on the 7 3/8 inch side. And let me slide that to the side a little bit. Now, as usual, I've got the little template picture, so you'll see that on the project sheet, and the measurements and everything will be printable for you this evening on the blog. So I'll have a project sheet for you. But you're going to score this little dude 7 3/8 inch side at 3/8, at 7/8, at 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 5 1/8, and 7 inches. All right. And then we're going to work those scores with a bone folder. All right. So the first thing I want to do here is take these Whisper White panels. We've got 4 of them, and we're going to just glue them right together. And this will give us the sturdiness that we need for this mechanism. And I'm going to glue them together. Now, I'm using this little circle tab pull here. But if you were going to do something that needed to be sandwiched between for the pull, this is where you do that. So you could use a little circle cutout or some other shape. But since I don't have anything that needs sandwiching, I'm just going to glue these guys together. All right, so we've got, these are our little panels. Now these are the panels that are gonna pop out from the sides. All right, so this is the base of our Peekaboo panels. All right, and because you're gonna glue a candy on, it's a good idea to have that double thickness there. And then on this side, if you didn't want the tab to be exposed, you could glue it between the two layers. I kind of like it as a decorative element too, so I'm gonna leave it outside. But you could sandwich it in between there if you wanted to use more of this space for stamping or whatever. So that's the two reasons why. First of all, for the sturdiness, you've got two layers. And then for hiding your pull if you wanted to. You could also punch a hole and use like a ribbon pull, tie a bow on there or a little loop of something pretty. So, all right, there's our three main panels. Now I've got the mechanism itself, the sliding mechanism itself is a piece of plastic. So I've got a little page protector here, and I use these ones from Amazon. They're super thin and lightweight because I use these for all of my templates. So when I'm done with a project, I'll put the project sheet and the template in the page protector and put it in the binder. So I use these super lightweight ones. I buy 100 at a time. I do it on Amazon. And there is a link on the project sheet, and there will be a link on the blog if you want these. But it is just page protector. It's just a very lightweight one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this guy in our trimmer. We're gonna cut off a 1/2 inch strip. And this is what makes our little mechanism move. It's like brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And even in German, I was able to figure it out. All right, so there's our 1 inch strip of clear plastic from the page protector. We can just trim off the end. This will make 2 boxes. So cut it at the fold, and this is probably about an 8 inch strip by 1 inch. All right. Are you guys following me? Is this wild or what? Some tear and tape. We're gonna add tear and tape adhesive onto this clear plastic at the very edge. You want it all the way up against the very edge. All right, so there's our tear and tape. We want to really burnish that down. So this one panel right here, this is the one that we're gonna work on, this panel here. So put the one on your left, and then this wide panel right here. This is going to come around and be the top of your box. So that's off to the right. We don't need that right now. Got our plastic with the tear and tape. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to take the adhesive liner off of this. So the adhesive's on the clear plastic. This is probably hard for you to see. I hope the camera is picking it up all right. Bring the edge of the page protector all the way to the edge of your treat package. Wrap around. You see? Then you're going to bring it over the top, and you really want to burnish that down. So right here, you're really going to burnish into the adhesive. Now, trim off the excess right along the tear and tape there. Get a little extra, so you don't need quite the full 8 inches. Do you see what we've got here? Now, if you've got any adhesive that's sticking off of the edge of the page protector here, now's a good time to just give that a little trim. Or you can even touch that with your embossing buddy so that it doesn't it doesn't have any stick anymore, because this has got to slide freely. See that? All right. So we got no sticky. It's sliding freely. Now we're going to fold up that very first tab and add a line of tear and tape on that tab. We're going to slide this little dude all the way to the edge, as far as you can get it. You see that? Then we're going to add some tear and tape over the top again. All right. Now, for our mechanism, I've got my 2 panels right here. Let's decorate them. Got some designer series paper. This is the 2019-2021 designer series paper in color paper. This one is Seaside Spray, and it is, I don't have my sticky note here, but it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it should be maybe 1 3/8 by 2 1/4. It'll be on the project sheet for sure. That looks like about 1/4 inch smaller. So just layer it in. Check the project sheet in just a minute to be positive that my measurement there is correct. We're gonna snail these guys on. Each one's getting some designer series paper. All right, so we'll decorate these little mechanism. All right, so we'll take one of these guys. Let me really burnish down that tear and tape we just put at the very edge, and we're gonna peel and release. You guys following with me so far? What do you think? Now, first side of our mechanism is going to go face down. This is really important. This one goes face down, and you're gonna stick that right into that tear and tape. So line up the very edge there, and you can burnish that down. Good. Now we're going to fold this up. You can go ahead and peel this end right here. Fold it around your little panel and burnish that guy down. Now this one is going to go face up. All right, so let's go ahead and get our tear and tape adhesive again. And then we put down the left side. Now we're going to put one down the very extreme right side here. Burnish down. Remove the liner. And you want to line it right up along the edge and then burnish down. All right, so once you've got the mechanism, you really got something going on here. Now we're going to go ahead and pull this little guy. Right. See that? I wanted to do it too before we close up the top so you could see, because this really demystifies it and I think empowers you for this particular mechanism. Do you see how that works? Isn't that the coolest thing you ever saw? All right, now got a scrap of So Saffron, and I'm going to use my circle tab. This punch comes in handy more often than you'd ever think. We're going to punch out one of these. And since we're punching So Saffron, let me just do this guy here. This is the story label punch. We want one of those also out of So Saffron. Now, this story label punch can go with snail adhesive centered on this one to the left. Our candy's going out to the left. And then our pull tab is going to go to the right side, and we're going to use some tear and tape adhesive on that. All right, so tear and tape. We want this to be nice and secure. You could probably multi-purpose liquid glue this. It would be a nice strong hold, but you have to wait for it to firm up for it to be secure. So we're just going tear and tape. And this guy we're going to center top to bottom on this tab. And I like it as a decorative element. You could probably put little brads or something in there if you wanted to. They'd have to be really close to the end so that it stayed put. Now, you can go ahead and slide that back to a closed position. And then I'm going to flip the whole thing over. So then we'll decorate the front with the designer series paper. Now this one it's 2 3/8 wide, and I think 1 5/8 tall, but check the project sheet before you start cutting paper. We're going to snail that dude right on the top. And then scissors. We're going to angle these just slightly. It'll make it easier to put it all together. And then it's going to close up this way. See that? So we're going to put tear and tape on this glue tab. All the way across. Peel the release. And then we'll fold up. And this little tab right here is going to slide in underneath this guy and adhere here. See? And once you got that, you can go ahead and watch this. Just kind of flatten it out and burnish it down. So seeing the insides, hopefully, has demystified this. Isn't it just too much fun? I can't even stand it. All right, now, got a couple other little things to do here. Let's get it decorated. I'm going to slide to the side. Let's do some stamping. It's time for some stamping. I don't know. Are you guys as tickled as I am? I've got Memento Tuxedo Black here. And my chick is from Welcome Easter. You guys have probably seen this one. I did a class with this one. Love this set. It's an 11-piece cling stamp set. Awesome for welcome babies. This would be a really, really cute baby shower favor. I don't know how many you want to do, but it'd be very cute. So Welcome Easter is good for the babies too. I'm going to stamp a scrap of Whisper White. Get my little chickie on there. And while we're stamping, now I'm going to pull the ink pad back out because I want to die cut my inside greeting shape. Simple coloring, totally simple. We're going to use So Saffron, Combo, and Light Pumpkin Pie. So my light pumpkin pie is going to be feathers. Let's see, you guys can't see through my hand. And feet, and beak. Pretty simple here. And then light So Saffron. I'm going to just scribble this whole dude in. This is where making these for favors wouldn't be too terribly bad because the coloring is super simple. Anybody got baby shower coming up? This would be a cute one. And then a little bit of shadow. I'm going to go on the back wing, bottom of this wing, side of the face, opposite side of the face, and then just scribble them together. You guys never see me use the brush this much. Pretty good, I think. He looks a little bald up here. There. Now, 2-inch circle punch. We'll punch out our chick. Want to make sure his feet stay in there. We don't need to take off any chicky feet. And to mat that, we're going to use the Starburst punch. And this is Crumb Cake cardstock. Punch a little Starburst. Love the Starburst. It's another fast tool for making multiples of this little box. Multi-purpose liquid glue. Layer these guys. Now, I need my big shot. We're going to do quick die cutting. Got 2 little scraps left here. Scrap of So Saffron and of Whisper White. We're going to die cut the pieces for our sentiment. I'm going to use the Layering Circles dies. This second from the smallest, 1 7/16. We're going to cut that scallop from So Saffron. And then we're going to cut the smallest stitched circle from the Stitched Shapes dies, this 1 3/8 inch. All right, so let's grab a big shot and do that. We're going to get 1 pass, all of our die cutting done. So is everybody finding that they're stamping more or less in our current condition? What are you guys doing? This is going to be the newest challenge in the craft social. So I'd love to see you make a version of this little treat box and share on the craft social. I want to keep you stamping. There's so many different themes you can take this and so many different candies. I want to see you make one of these. Anybody going to take the challenge? There's our die cut pieces. We need to stamp. Okay, so I've got Easter greetings here. Memento Tuxedo Black again. And my Easter greetings came from Fable Friends. I found the Happy Spring Easter greetings. Again, Darling Babies. So these Easter sets, Stampin' Up! Really loves to pair them up so you can use from babies too. This is a 9-piece rubber stamp set. I'm going to ink that. And center. This a little bit low of center is what I did, but it fits nicely. It's stuck. There we go. Easter greetings. All right, so here's our finished dude. Let's go ahead and adhere Easter greetings to the mat. Vicki says, is there another plastic that we could use? You know what? I would say if it's thin and soft, thin and bendy, your scrapbook page protectors, think about like that. Little photo albums, you know, anything for photo albums or memory keeping, those page protectors would work really well. I love this very thin one that I use, but any sort I think will do, as long as it's thin and bendy. You don't want anything that's crinkly or rigid. All right, now we're going to add Easter greetings to the inside. Vellum sheets are not, they'll tear. It's definitely got to be plastic. You need the durability of the plastic. All right, so Easter greetings right on the one panel. Got my little peanut butter egg. Let's adhere that one to the other panel. Okay, I'm going to put 2 little mini glue dots on the back of my peanut butter egg here. I'm trying to do it without unwrapping it. Carol says, so adorable. Thank you. I was really thrilled. Yeah. All right, we're almost there, you guys. Can you believe how fast this was? All right, close this little guy up. And this little guy. Every time I do this, it just makes me smile. All right, I need some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, let's cut these up. And you see the crumb cake layer does extend past the box a little bit, so I found that it was best to put the dimensionals on the box instead of on the circle, because that way you know that you don't exceed past the edge and have sticky stuff. You don't want any sticky stuff past the edge there. So these guys are all sticky. We'll add our little chick. And then I seriously get a thrill every time I do it. All right, so then I've got my Seaside Spray, linen scallop, linen ribbon here. About 9 inches. I don't think you need that much. I think 8 inches will do fine. We're just going to trim off the edge, and we're going to embellish with a little bow. Kathy said, where did I get my eggs? Those are Dollar Tree. They're Palmer peanut butter eggs, as we're wrapping up the challenge on the Craft Social. I do have some prizes to give away on the Craft Social from the offset front card. And so we'll get that on the Craft Social, announced on the Craft Social. I'm going to do 3 winners again. And I got some really cool foil. I'll send out prizes. All right, so I got my little bow here. I hope that you'll join me and take the challenge and try this. See, 9 inches is a little too much. We're just going to add that with a mini glue dot. Carol's not going out to get candy. I don't blame you. I have such a stash of things from doing videos and craft fairs and stuff. I actually haven't had to go out to get any, but I'm kind of missing my Dollar Tree roaming for inspiration. I like to walk around the Dollar Tree to get inspiration, and I've missed that. All right, so there it is. All right, you guys. I hope that you're inspired and entertained and you feel connected. It's been crazy times. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys help me to feel connected in this crazy time. I appreciate you so much. Here, look. Thank you. If you guys have questions, you can email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com, or if you've got a challenge for me, something that you want me to work out. Let's see here. If you're shopping, you want to order Stampin' Up supplies, marisaAlvarez.stampinup.net. If you use the host code and it's over $50, you'll get the birthday Bonanza, the Bonanza Buddies birthday treat class for free online. All right, guys. I can't wait to see what you do with the challenge. If you've got any questions, reach out. Stay crafty. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.